January 20th, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you appear this time. You also had picked up new charges of domestic violence, criminal damage, 3 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. This case is now pending in Tucson City Court. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to represent yourself, or you can hire an attorney to represent you. I don't commit any further acts of domestic violence. Make sure you appear for your next hearing date in Tucson City Court. It is going to be on February 17th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. If you do not appear, a warrant could issue for your arrest and a new charge of failing to appear can be added to your case. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you are excused. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Shut it. Walk the door back down the stairs. Shut. Come on.
What is your full name, please?
Jared Bishop.
Mr. Chuck, you had a couple of cases. One case is a warrant for your arrest out of justice court. It was for a domestic violence disorderly conduct case pending since April 8th of 2020. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter plea of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to be represented by an attorney. You could hire your own attorney at your next hearing date. You can see if counsel can be appointed. Otherwise, you can represent yourself. I'm going to quash your warrant, sir. I'm going to allow you to appear on your own. Sir, if you don't appear for this case, more warrants just go out for your arrest, and it's just an ending, never ending cycle. You have to appear in justice court on January 21st, 2026 at 3:00 p.m. If you don't appear, another warrant's going to issue for your arrest. You also had cases pending in city court. You have new charges of criminal trespass, violating a court order, unlawful possession of prescription drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia charge. That case, those charges are from today's date. You also had one case that was violating a court order, drug paraphernalia warrant for your arrest, a criminal trespass, violating court order, unlawful possession of prescription drug, and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, a warrant for your arrest, and a third case for drug paraphernalia possession that's in warrant status. Some of these cases go back to August 20th of 2025, August 12th of 2025, December 19th, 2025, and it looks like you're just not showing up for court. You get released and then you don't show up. I'm going to set your bond at $200. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you from the city. Your next hearing date's January 20th, 2026 at 2:00 p.m. If you don't appear, you'll be in custody if you appear. If you post a bond of $200, it's secured. Your out of custody date will be February 6, 2026 at 9 a.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. You're excused.
Now on the spot, you close your next court date and the attorney will see it in the next coming days. So thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Sophia Lewis.
And what is your middle name, please?
Anastasia.
You had a new charge of drug paraphernalia possession and, not having a lamp on your bicycle from today's date. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You also had a case in warrant status for criminal trespass in a third degree and drug paraphernalia from September 5th of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty. Ms. Lewis, are you living in the Tucson area?
Yes.
All right, you have got to appear in court. If you don't appear, warrants will issue for your arrest. And, you'll get picked up and then I don't know if you'll get released the next time. Your cases can only be resolved if you appear in court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In your city cases, if you don't appear, a warrant could issue and a new charge of failing to appear could be added to your case. So just make sure you show up on February 9th, 2026 at 9 a.m. If you don't appear, like I said, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You're excused. Thank you.
That's city court, right, Judge?
Yes.
That's luck. You're a little bit.
Alvarez.
Is there a city prosecutor there? Yep, I see her. Okay. What is your full name, please?
Leslie Marie Alvarez.
All right, looks like you picked up, you've been arrested and accused of the crimes of unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. It appears you may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitoring treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs while on release status. Make sure you stay in touch with your county public defenders. Your first hearing date's called a STEPS hearing. It is set next week on January 20th, 2026 at 9 a.m. You must be present for this hearing date. If you're not, a warrant could issue for your arrest and you may no longer be eligible for this special diversion program. So make sure you're staying in touch with your attorney and pretrial services. Defense counsel, you waive time limits for the preliminary hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary hearing is set February 24, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Ms. Alvarez, you also had a misdemeanor case, this court, looks like it was for a domestic violence disorderly conduct case. I'm going to quash the warrant, give you a chance to appear on that case also. Make sure you appear in Yuma Justice Court, January 26, 2026 at 1:00 p.m. If you don't appear, another warrant's going to issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Make sure you make it to this court date. Here's the address. Go up to the third floor and an attorney should be there to help you out. If you can Yuma court date, give them a call. It's Yuma Justice Court. Give them a call and they might be able to do that without you having to go.
Yeah.
All right. That's the rights.
Thank you.
Becker.
What is your full name, sir?
Corey Becker.
You had been arrested for unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia charges. The state has made a decision at this time to dismiss your case. I am dismissing your case without prejudice, which means that the state can refile this case at some later point. If you receive a summons in the mail to appear in court, it may be because this case was refiled, but for now it's dismissed and I'm releasing you on this felony case. You also had several cases in warrant status out of city court. You had a criminal trespass drug paraphernalia from August 11, 2023, criminal trespass from October 14, 2024, drug paraphernalia from August 20th, 2025, criminal trespass drug paraphernalia from November 20th, 2025, and a criminal trespass in the first degree from November 24th, 2025. Those cases are all pending in city court. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash all the warrants, set your bond at $500. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your video review hearing will be on January 20th, 2026 at 1:45 p.m. If you're able to post the bond, your hearing date will be February 17th, 2026 at 2:00 p.m. Your City Public Defender will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you.
Your cases. You'll have an attorney because now your borrowing $500. You're able to post it with your release. So you're going to hold you under this special to tell you how to solve it. All right.
It's,
That's the
thank you, Your Honor. Gentlemen.
What is your full name, sir?
My name is Denzel Lamont and
You have a new charge of burglary in third degree from today's date. It's a felony charge. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. Mr. Tillman, the state's okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I will follow that recommendation, release you to their supervision. You must comply with any monitor treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to have any contact with the alleged victims. Don't go back to the store location. Consume no alcohol or don't take any illegal drugs. The Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set January 30th, 2026 at 1:30 PM. Stay in touch with your attorney and pretrial services.
Okay.
You also had cases in city court. You have a charge from today's date for drug paraphernalia possession, a separate case for shoplifting, a third case for assault, disorderly conduct, criminal trespass from January 1st of 2026, and a criminal trespass, disorderly conduct, drug paraphernalia from January 2nd, 2026. Mr. Tillman, today is only January 10th, and in the last 10 days, you allegedly have picked up 4 misdemeanor cases in city court. You cannot pick up any new charges. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, I understand.
I'm going to release you and give you a chance to appear on your own. You're just going to make your situation worse by picking up new charges. Stay away from the locations where the criminal trespasses have occurred. February 10th, 2026 at 9:30 a.m. is your next court date. In city court, if you don't appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand that. I'll make sure I clear that later.
You're excused. Thank you.
You can go to the process, yeah. That's not.
All right, everyone's excused. Thank you.
That'd be a record, thanks, Judge.
Thank.
Okay.
All right, everyone.